What if the only thing standing between you and the life you truly want is fear? Not lack of ability, not bad luck, not other people, just fear. Fear has a quiet way of keeping dreams locked away. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And because it whispers, many people obey it without even realizing. This is the story of a man who almost let fear decide his future. Michael had always been careful. At 29, he lived in Lagos, worked a stable job, paid his bills on time, and avoided risks. From the outside, his life looked fine. But inside, something felt unfinished. Years earlier, Michael had discovered a love for design. He would lose himself for hours creating layouts, sketches, and ideas. He dreamed of starting his own design business. Not for fame, not for wealth, but because it made him feel alive. Yet, every time that dream surfaced, fear followed immediately. What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if I leave safety and regret it? So Michael did what fear does best. He waited. He told himself he would start later, after one more year, after more savings, after more confidence. But later never came. One evening after work, Michael stopped at a small roadside cafe to buy a drink. The place was quiet. As he waited, he noticed an elderly man sitting alone at a table, sketching in a worn notebook. Curious, Michael leaned closer. The drawings were beautiful, detailed, expressive, alive. "You like art?" the old man asked, noticing his gaze. Michael smiled weakly. "I used to draw before life got complicated." The man nodded gently. "Life gets complicated whether we follow our dreams or not." They talked for a while. The man introduced himself as Samuel. Before Michael left, Samuel closed his notebook and said something that stayed with him long after. "Fear never disappears," he said softly. "It only changes masters. Either you control it, or it controls you." That night, Michael couldn't sleep. He realized something painful. Fear had been making his decisions for years. Not loudly, not obviously, but consistently. The next day, fear was still there. But instead of obeying it, Michael did something small, almost invisible. He practiced his design skills for 30 minutes. No big declarations, no announcements, no pressure. Just action. The next day, he did the same. And the day after that, fear didn't leave, but it grew quieter. Weeks passed. Michael improved. Months passed. Confidence followed. One evening, with his heart racing, Michael posted his work online. He expected silence. Instead, messages came in. People liked his work. Someone asked for a design, then another. Opportunity had been waiting patiently just beyond fear. Months later, Michael walked past the same cafe again. The old man wasn't there. But on the table lay a folded note, written neatly. "Bravery isn't loud. It's the quiet decision to try again tomorrow." Michael smiled. Fear hadn't vanished, but it no longer held the steering wheel. Fear shows up before growth, before purpose, before breakthrough. The people who succeed are not fearless. They are simply willing to move forward while fear watches. Don't wait for fear to disappear. Act anyway, because the life you want is waiting on the other side of belief.